My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today we're asking, what does your person want to tell you right now? All right, so we're going to go into different decks, and what I'll do in the extended, I will do a channeled message from your person through my main guide Janice, and also through my twin flame guides Rob and Melissa. Rob and Melissa are twin flames who are here to help twin flames, so I will do that for the extended. But now we want to see, what does your person want you to know right now? So for those of you who are in separation, this is going to be a message from your person, or maybe you're in limited contact. All right. So I'll get a significator first, and then we'll move from there. For those of you who have been waiting to learn spirit release therapy, don't forget the next cohort starts on 11/22/22. So that is the 22nd of November, 2022. There's quite a bit of space in the UK class, and just a few more spaces in the US class. So if you are interested, go on my website. I'll put a link down below. And that is an internationally accredited course. It's 7 weeks, 2 hours each week. I think it's 8 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. GMT time. So it's pretty manageable. Okay, and at the end, once you do the submission for assessment, you will get a certificate that is accredited by the International Association for Holistic Practitioners. Sorry, I made a little blank out there. Ooh, we have the man underneath there. So I'll put that link down below. We have the man. Your person, whether they're male or female, remember this is energy, gender and sex and all that jazz. It means a lot to us as humans because it is facilitating the experience that we are having in this particular lifetime. But in the spirit world, it's just spirit, right? So whoever your person is, or however they are, we're talking about the energy that they are embodying. And your person is healing their masculine energy, trying to figure out what it means to be masculine and what is the role and responsibility of the masculine, what masculine energy means. For some of them who are male embodied, they may be trying to figure out what it means to be a man. Is it what society has told me to have a different person in different area codes? It's those kind of integrations. It's integrating the ego, basically. All right, so there's a card in the Akashic Tarot called the Views of the Ego. So what your person is trying to integrate is those parts of themselves that they have compartmentalized, and maybe even doing some sort of soul retrieval at this time. That's interesting. So that's the underlying energy. Let's see. Energy that they're embodying towards you at this time. I'm by my sister Lily Rose, which is why you guys are getting a nice overhead view. Ooh. Oh, they're very optimistic. We have a knight in shining armor, but spiritual shining armor coming through. So this is someone really tapping into their spiritual energy at this time. And this really resonates with what I've been seeing with the twin checks that I've been doing this week and last week, where the person who embodies the divine masculine energy is more high vibrational than the person embodying the divine feminine energy in all the twin treks I've done for the past 2 weeks. So this is very, very interesting to see. So your person is very optimistic that they can make their way towards you, that they can impress you. They're getting a higher perspective because this person's on a Pegasus, right? Pegasus is basically the highest vibration, right? So they're already there on a Pegasus, getting this higher perspective on life, on spirituality, on this connection, on their childhood, all of that. But they're also getting a higher perspective on their sexual energy and what it's meant to be used for. Because we have the one in the hand, and the one is about spirituality and sexuality. So big issues your person diving into. right now. So let's see what they want to tell you. The first deck I'm going to use is the first time I'm using this deck. I went into my sister's cards, you see. I didn't want to see the same boring cards that you guys... I didn't want to use the same boring cards that you guys have been seeing for the past weeks or so. I want to get something fresh. And as I picked up this deck, you can't see because my ring light is there. The sun just basically just went down. Just when I guess it was clouded. It's gone clouded. I can't see outside very well. But the whole apartment just turned dark. And underneath the deck is thank you for being patient with me while I heal, grow, and love myself. And that's exactly what your person's doing right now. Oh, sun coming out again. That's exactly what they're doing right now. They are healing, growing, and trying to love themselves. And unless somebody loves themselves, what they're offering to you is not love. What they're offering to it may seem like love. What they're offering you to is not love, it's just attachment. Right? And your person knows that you deserve better. You deserve better. Alright? So let's see what they want to tell you. So I'm going to go into this deck and the Hidden Truth Oracle. And then we're going to ask Spirit, what do you need to know most right now? We have, I want to talk to you, but I don't know what to say. Let's get about 4 from this one. You offended my ancestors and spirit guides with your actions. All right, we have to delve deep into that one. What did you do, viewer? Take time for self-care. I can feel when you're not taking care of yourself. And it looked like that was evident this week with the twin rings. And we have, you have many questions and wonderings. I will give you all of the answers very soon. Let me just supplement this with the Hidden Truth Oracle. I'll just take 2 cards from there. And let's see what this is about. But the most intriguing thing for me is how you offended the ancestors. What did you do, viewer? That's the one we're going to dive into. Oh, it's kind of turned over. All right. That is not good. Okay, underneath the deck, I'm afraid to contact you, but they want to, right? The issue here is that they don't know what to say. So we've gotten that from 2 decks. All right. What? I don't react when people mention you. We'll find out why. And I regret lying to you. Let me get one more. I feel like one more is needed. And finding out the truth crushed me. All right. Let's see what we have here. So what is the overall energy? All right. So this person has been really reflecting on the past with you guys. Okay. And what I get is someone who is taking accountability. They sure are. Okay. I think this person, when they met you, you met them, you guys met, their view was clouded. Their third eye, their eyes, their heart, right? So I think this person was lacking in discernment. Not only were they lacking in discernment, maybe they traveled a hard road. And after a while, sometimes you can get cynical, right? Unless you're really self-aware. You can become really cynical and bitter about the world. And you can read all sorts of weird things into the most innocent of intentions. And I think that's exactly what happened. I think and it might have been you all, right? Because nobody's, totally innocent in a scenario. There's always, everybody plays a part, whether it lacks boundaries or whatever it is, right? And I think you guys just projected a lot of wounding onto each other, misread the signs, and there's just a lot of acting out, especially on your person's part. And when they were able to do enough healing, because they are healing, right? When they were able to do enough healing, because they said they were healing, they realized what they did. They weren't fair to you. They didn't give you a fair shake. They judged you based on their experiences with other people. And that's not fair. But human beings do it all the time, right? We always have to label and categorize and, put somebody into a particular box, right? We're always looking for boxes to put into persons. And when we're not healed, these boxes are pretty black and white. Good, bad, right? There's no, I'm a human, right? We only get to that spot after we heal to recognize, that's when we're able to recognize people's humanity. But we're either good, bad, that kind of thing. And I think that's what they did, because they were projecting their wounding and their past experiences onto you. They judged you as bad, and in this world, persons who are judged as bad, they deserve anything that you throw at them, even the worst possible treatment. So I think that is definitely what they did. They put you in the bad box so they can justify how they treated you, and not feel horrible about it. But now that they're seeing you in new eyes and seeing who you are and recognizing your humanity, they're really, really crushed about that. They want to have a conversation, and I think they want to clear the air about the past, and maybe even what's meant to happen, what they would like to have happen in the future. Okay, they just don't know what to say right now, and I feel a lot of shame coming off of them. They're optimistic because they know that you are a loving, caring person. They have seen the strides that you've taken with your own healing, but they really don't know how you're going to react to the truths that they have to tell you. Now, because they've been reviewing the past, they know that they have a lot to answer for, and they're willing to give you these answers because it's someone who wants to build your trust right now. They're seeing their future with you. I think this person's got a lot of clarity as to who you are in their life and who you're meant to be in their life. And they do want to have that conversation. They just don't know how to broach it and then the full of what they need to say. Okay, they may still be trying to figure out, they may still be trying to censor some of the things that they want to put out there because they don't want you to judge them too harshly. I think because their mind is so much on you. I mean, they're saying that they can feel you and they can feel when you're not taking care of yourself, right? So they can feel that energy. Tells me that they have a very strong telepathic bond with you. I think there are other persons in their circle of awareness that know about you and may even kind of bring you up to see your person's reaction. Okay, especially if your person is with an intimate partner, I think that you are the topic of conversations and the topic of fights. So when things get really hot and heated, I think your name gets thrown out there. That's the red herring. You just throw the name out there to win, to win, because people know that you are this person's weak spot, weak spot. So I do think that your person tries not to react because, one, they don't want to give the person that's attacking them that power, and two, I think it's also an act of protection. So they may even pretend that things are over with between you guys, or they're not that interested in you, and that's because they don't want persons to log on to what's really happening underneath the surface, which is a very deep psychic connection. Now, there's something that you did here that offended this person, their ancestors, and their spirit guides. So let me pull some cards on that. And I'm also going to ask what needs to be done to neutralize that energy, because nobody needs to be in anybody's ancestors' bad books, right? So let's pull some cards, see what you did, and then I will ask the ancestors what you need to do to make amends. Okay? All right, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. Well, I don't see how this could offend somebody else. You chose yourself. You chose yourself. Unless your person's projecting their own hurts onto their spirit guides and ancestors. You chose yourself. That's what I see here. You chose yourself. I don't see how that can, maybe it's the way you chose yourself then. Okay, let's see. Let me not guess, okay? Because I'm really not getting a feel as to what you may have done. All right. Let's see. Spirit, what did viewer do? I'm going to get 3 cards. Yeah, that's what I will do. All right. Right now, as you're watching this, pick a number between 1 and 3. I'll give you a little time. Pick a number between 1 and 3. All right. I'm sure I got this part already. Yeah. Pick a number between 1 and 3. All right. So if you chose pile 1, this is your card. That's what you did. Chose pile 3, 2. No, I said 3. So I'll put 3 there. Chose pile 3, this is your card. And if you chose pile 2, that is going to be what you did. All right. So let's see what you did to offend this person's ancestors. Pile 1. We have 8 of Wands. So I do get, and this came out before with that 9 of Pentacles. I'll see. Some of you guys just moved on. But I feel the way you did it, maybe you ghosted this person a couple times well. You know? Didn't give them any kind of communication or anything like that. For some of you guys, maybe you gave this person too much communication. You know what I mean? Maybe you have a hot mouth, right? Maybe you can say very nasty things. When you are angry, right? You breathe fire. So for some of you guys, maybe you curse this person, curse their mother, their father. who you forgot to curse is who you didn't remember. That's the same in my culture, right? So maybe you kind of breathe fire on this person here. And whatever you said really offended their lineage. Okay? I'm not going to laugh. Stop laughing. Right. So pile 1, I'm getting ghosting from this pile. And I'm also getting breathe fire from this pile. I think you have a hot mouth, especially when you're angry. And you just said things that may have been inappropriate. You cursed this person. And whatever you said about this person was pretty nasty. Okay, so that's pile 1. Pile 2, Ace of Pentacles. Some of you may have insulted this person in terms of their finances, their achievement in the world. Maybe you acted like you were better than them. Okay. Or maybe even told them that you had better options than them, or flaunted your material wealth in a way to make this with the intention of making this person feel less than. And for others of you, I think you just started something new and you didn't tell this person, give them an explanation. Again, ghosting from this pile as well. But this is something more like flaunting your material possessions or flaunting your achievements in the world with the intention. This is the most important part. With the intention of insulting a person and making a person feel less than. With the intention. Okay? It's not that they felt like this. You did it with the intention of doing that. Or maybe insulted this person's home. Or even their family. Could be. Even their family. All right. Pile 3, what did you do? Well, pile 3, I got cheating from this pile. You cheated on this person. Might have chosen somebody else that you didn't even love, but you did it to get back at this person. For some of you, you just turned your back on the call of spirit. You knew that you had a connection with this person, but you're like, nah. Again, ghosting again from this pile. We have the Lovers in reverse. Yeah, I definitely think for pile 3, like you chose somebody else. You didn't choose your heart. So there you go. The ancestors working hard to bring you guys together, and you're just like, fuck you, yes. So again, disobedience, like spiritual disobedience. You may have even gone against the advice of your spirit guides in this connection with your person. For some of that, you may have given this person radio silence as well, because I mean, there's a Gemini card about communication. It's in reverse, so maybe put this person in radio silence. But I'm getting a lot of cheating vibes with this card. I'm gonna pull an emotion on each card also. How were you feeling at the time you offended this person's as their ancestors and spirit guides? What was the predominant emotion? Underneath the deck, you were trying to defend yourself. I know sometimes in the course of defending ourselves, we can really hurt others. Okay, and defense doesn't really call for that. You just assert your boundaries and it's done with. But sometimes we can really go overboard and we can attack people. So you were under defense. You were trying to defend yourself. All right, let's see what you did, pile 1. You were just disappointed in this person and the things that they did. So you know what? You either let them have it, or you're just like, you know what? I ain't got time for this. I ain't dealing with this shit. Let's see, pile 2. Predominant emotion. We have projection. Okay, so that's what I was saying about acting out of our wounding. You thought that this person was doing to you what others had done to you in the past. And you basically made them feel like shit. Let's see what you did, pile 3. The predominant emotion when you did what you did. We have you were heartbroken. All right. So whatever it is, and maybe I didn't hit exactly on the nail today because there's a lot of you that are watching. But basically, from what I'm seeing here, you acted out of your wounded. And you did something very hurtful. You went against the advice of your guides, maybe the guidance of your ancestors, because you weren't really listening to your intuition. You were basically just acting out. And whatever you did, it really went against the plans that your guides, your ancestors had for you, and the advice that they were giving you at the time. So, what can you do now? Pile 1, 2, and 3 to make amends. Let's see, pile 1. Pile 1, what can you do to make amends? What can you do to make amends? We have 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit says to forgive yourself. Okay, pile 1. Forgive yourself. And it goes for all piles. Recognize that you were a different person then. Okay, you were growing, you were learning. For some of you, you weren't even growing at the time. You were just wounded, you were acting out of your wounding. So Spirit said, forgive yourself and let that go. Because sometimes this toxic energy, it stays in our energy field and it really stymies our path. So Spirit said, just let it go. Just let it go. And also, they're asking you to try and forgive this person too. Okay? Maybe they did something to disappoint you, pile 1, and then it just lashed out. They're asking you to let it go. Let it go. Okay? And open your heart to love. Pile 2, what do you need to do to make amends? What do you need to do? We have the Magician. They're asking you about mastering. They're asking you to master yourself. Not just master yourself, but to master your spiritual gifts. Some of you guys are meant to be healers. You're meant to give back to the collective in a particular way. Spirit saying they're saying that this is a beautiful way of balancing the scales and really showing your spirit guides and their spirit guides, their ancestors, your ancestors, that you've changed, okay? And this is really going to appease them, and just let everything be nice once again. So the best thing that you can do to make amends is to really pursue your spiritual development and your self-mastery. Don't allow your wounds or your woundedness to dictate your actions, okay? And then pile 3, what can you do to make amends? We have 5 of Wands in reverse. Get rid of the competition. I mean, that is a message, but also saying, just squash the beef. Just forget about it, okay? Just squash it. Whatever hard feelings you may have had with this person, you guys need to have a conversation and really forgive each other. But for some of you, there are persons in your life that you chose because you were wounded, you were in pain. Spirit saying, let them go. You're doing them an injustice and you're doing yourself an injustice. Okay? All right. So now that we know what that is all about, that offense is all about, what's going to be your person's next actions towards you at this time? What's going to be your person's next actions towards you? Within a month of you watching this reading, we have Justice. All right, beautiful. We have the 2 of Wands. We have the High Priestess. That's interesting. And we have Judgment in reverse. All right, listen to me. Don't expect any big communication or big moves from this person right now. Right now, this person is figuring out the path. And they're listening to their intuition. You see the High Priestess is here. They're listening to their intuition. They're in the midst of a big transformation here, and it's not complete. It's not complete. And they may be staying away just to be fair to you because they don't want to hurt you. They don't want to sell you dreams. Okay? So expect this person to be silent. For most of you, that's what the High Priestess does. She don't talk much, but a lot is going on inside. So know that a lot is going on with your person. They're trying to make a big decision in their life, and they want to be as fair as possible to everyone involved. And there's a person who's very afraid of the judgment, your judgment, and they're afraid of the judgment of others. So this is big for them. Okay, this is not something to sneeze at. Okay, so if they come forward, don't expect any big conversations. They just want to keep contact whilst they have all these inner changes and transformations taking place. What's the advice from the guides for you? So in the extended, we'll channel messages from your person, from Janice and from Rob and Melissa. And let's see what else they got to say here. In order to awaken the world to the light, I must not be afraid to shine. That's the energy underneath the deck. So right now, Spirit is asking you to be bold. Be bold. Your light is needed. All right, let's have a look. What's the advice? Woo. I surrender my desires, and I know that the universe has my back. Now, as human beings, we always think we know best. We always think we know what has to happen right now. And we're always trying to control the flow of things. And sometimes to control the flow of things, we have to control other people. Spirit saying, leave it up. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Spirit saying, let it go. The universe, ancestors, guides, the oneness, they have your back. They know what is meant to happen. Okay? So just allow them to work. And you allow them to work by just give it up. Whatever, however you're trying to strategize and you're trying to manipulate spirits, just leave it alone. Leave it alone. You just study about healing, enjoying your life completely, and doing the things you want to do. If you want to travel, you want to create, whatever it is, whatever brings you the most joy, Spirit is saying that's what you need to do right now. Nothing else. Okay? All right, so if this resonates with you, join me next Extended. Let's get those channeled messages. Till then, take care. Bye. And I'm going to put the link down below for SRT class, okay?